Hello everybody, my name is Kyle Coronado, aka the Walmart version of Linus Tech Tips, and today we got a sweet ass build going on here. We're building a brand new 4K video editing PC / gaming setup. We have a lot of good parts here that we'll go over in the future, but if you're new here, this video and this channel is all about technology, video production, how we can get better, improving your own personal life. So if you find this video useful and entertaining, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure you ring the bell notification for future video content. The reason why we're actually doing a whole nother computer build is on a previous video I talked about how my current setup has reached its full capacity when it comes to the CPU. We had a Intel i7 4770K in there, which was from 2012, which at the time was really good and probably the best out there, but it's 2020 now, and this is a build that's gonna cost roughly $2,000, and there's way better parts here. I started off the build with the Ryzen 9 3900X. This is basically one of the best CPUs out there on a budget, and it's something that I knew I wanted to build starting off with. So that's why I picked the Ryzen 9. Next, we needed something to house the Ryzen 9, so I picked the Asus Prime X70 Pro motherboard here. There were so many different options out here that I wasn't sure what to pick, but this one was a good option for me. It seemed like it would kind of fit, and although I wasn't a fan of the RGB at first, everything was coming RGB with all the parts, so I figured I might as well just go into it that way, thinking might as well just accept the RGB and get the tempered glass soundproof case here, which is going to be the Fantech P400S. Good case. I hope it's everything that we need it to be. For RAM, we went with the 64 gigabytes of the Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB lighting DDR4. The reason why I went with 64 gigabytes is, like I said, this is going to be a 4K editing computer, and I use Adobe, and Adobe will use every single gig of RAM that you give it, so the more the merrier for video editing. We just have a basic power supply that'll meet our needs. We have some SSDs we're going to throw in here, and I'd skipped on the graphics card because I already had a graphics card. I have the GeForce GTX 1070 Founders Edition, so instead of spending another $500, which would have made this build about $1,500, we're just gonna go with that. So all in all, everything that you see here minus the graphics card is about $1,500. So if you have about $2,000, or if you have an old graphics card, you can build a setup that's very similar to this one. And we'll go into each step and kind of get that going here. Now what you're about to witness right here is why you want to do a bench test first. We had a boot failure due to an improperly seated RAM stick. So as soon as we got that up and running, we were booted up and ready to go. Alright, we got the computer running here, we bench tested it, everything's looking good. So now, the real part comes in. Cable management is something that should not be taken lightly. In fact, I recommend just removing all cables that you can and organizing them to the best of your ability. This is something that is very hard to do and to execute flawlessly. It'll help make your build look very clean if you choose to do it. I mean, if you can see here, I even cleaned up after that and made it look a little bit better here. In fact, I installed a few more hard drives and SSDs in there to make data storage a little bit better. If you guys stuck around this long, I just want to thank you. Please be sure to subscribe, comment your thoughts below, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the build.